Hello everyone. So I'm going to be making a slight change to these weekly videos because I upload the same video to both Instagram and Twitter. I deliberately keep these videos under 2 minutes and 20 seconds so I don't exceed the maximum video allowance on Twitter. Now this means that I have to keep them short and concise, which often leads to me missing out on topics that I want to discuss. So going forward, I'll be posting them on Instagram as normal and then on Twitter, but via the FPL Ways YouTube channel. It just means I get a bit longer so I can cover more topics and not rushing to get all my words out at the end of the video. So looking back at game week 10, I was pretty pleased with the outcome. I got 58 points and a 200k green arrow, thanks largely to Rafinha and Jimenez delivering the goods. As some of you know, I very nearly played my bench boost at the weekend, but I talked myself out of it last minute. Just as well, really, because it only delivered 9 points. So now that I've had my little bench boost wobble, I will almost certainly save it for a double game week towards the end of the season. Looking ahead, the main thing on my mind at the moment is Chelsea defence. Frankly, Tuchel and his rotation are doing my head in. Part of me wants to just own no Chelsea defenders and be done with it, so I just don't have to deal with it. But Reece James and Chilwell are just getting too hard to ignore. As a rather smug James owner for most of last season, I know what it must have been like to not own him, and I think not owning him this season could be a similar mistake, even if he doesn't get as many minutes. As for Chilwell, he's been so good recently that I saw a lot of his owners were disappointed by his 8 points last week. So I think there's a strong case to double up on both. I just don't know if I'm willing to go there, having been burned so badly by both City and Chelsea defence. The other topic on everyone's lips is Antonio Conte's takeover at Spurs. I think even under the sort of sluggish Nuno regime, there was still a strong case to bring in Son and perhaps even consider Harry Kane for their fixture run post game week 11. But now that Conte's been appointed, I think this consideration is stronger than ever. But I don't think it's just Son and Kane that we need to be thinking about now. Conte is well known for making his teams very difficult to play against, and he generally favours a 3-5-2 shape with attacking fullbacks. So this could boost the prospects of Emerson Royal and Reguilon as FPL assets, because what we might see is a combination of both clean sheets and attacking returns from those players. If you haven't already, check out Spurs' fixture run from game week 12 to game week 25. The timing of Conte's appointment could hardly be better. So in terms of transfers, there's a lot I want to do, and I don't even know where to start, to be honest. I also want to keep hold of a free transfer so that I've got 2 after the international break. And those of you who were paying attention to injuries at the last 2 international breaks will know exactly why. So what I usually do when I get in this situation is actually set up a mini wildcard team and then have a look at how I can get to that using free transfers, finding the optimal way to go in terms of budget and fixtures. So I think my focus will certainly be on bringing in a few Spurs assets. I already planned to get rid of Havertz for Son for that nice run of fixtures, but it looks like I might be going further than that. I need to decide what to do about my double City defence, which obviously hasn't been working out for me, and what to do about Azpilicueta. There could be hits involved, but as always, I will do my very best to avoid them. In terms of captaincy, I think I'll keep the armband on Salah. While West Ham is a difficult fixture in terms of coming away with all 3 points, the Hammers aren't the best defensively. They've only kept a clean sheet on 3 occasions in their last 10 games, and in 3 of those they conceded twice against Newcastle, Crystal Palace and Brentford, which kind of makes me think if those teams can score more than once against West Ham, then imagine what a beast mode super inform Salah could do. So at the moment, armbands on Salah. Not a great deal of other captaincy options, I don't think, unless you were going to go really differential. Anyway, that's it for this week. Good luck, everyone.